I have been doing this crap for 2 years. Well, time for the 2-year anniversary, I guess. I'm going to... I have every single Siege figure from the first wave. And, I mean, if you don't count the Battle Masters. Even though I have all the Battle Masters and the Micro Masters. But I don't count those, because they suck. Anyway, so I'm going to go through all 6... Wait, I think that's 6. Did I count right? Yeah, 6 figures from the first wave of Transformers Siege, and I'm going to do a thing where we're gonna do like which one, in my opinion, I think is the best. Wait, what? Perspective End already did a thing like that. Wait, what?
Welcome to another episode of What's the Best?
Oh. That, well, how about it? How about this? Which one is the best overall figure in the quantums of my own opinion? Yeah. That works. Okay. I'm gonna put these in order of the figures that I got them in. So, I'm gonna start with the one that the figure I got first. I'm gonna move these off to the side. I am really bad at this. Cog's falling apart. We're gonna do this first by oh, I forgot his name. Oh no. I know it's normal. His original name was Flywheels. His new name is Skytread, which is way better. At least I think I know what it is. I haven't looked over Siege in a while. It's been a while. Can you tell I've been gone for 2 months? Anyway. So I'm gonna go over the vehicles, their color schemes, their molding, and their paint job, and if they're beast modes, then articulation. So I'll start off with eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger, you. I'm gonna start off with. Don't tell me that it's called Sky and Tread, right? Okay. So, this is the plain mode. It is a really bland, dark, almost brown red with some gold accents and a blue cockpit with a Decepticon emblem. There were very obviously arms just dangling off the bottom. Hello. And, I just think it's kind of cool little trick. You can go wee, and if I just focus in, you see all the little details. If you wanna, you can skip this. This is just for the people who like looking at tiny details. All the little molded stuff in there on my crappy camera. This camera's really crappy. That's about it. This blue cockpit is very stands out a lot. And by the way, this is supposed to be a Cybertronian vehicles. I could get the tank. Like, the tank is obviously, like, that could be, like, from anywhere. This is obviously an Earth jet. You ain't pulling that crap, Hasbro. Anyway, now we move on to the tank bit. It loves crumbling to bits. It has golden treads. It has some nice withering down at the bottom. I'm pretty sure if I could focus in on here. Oh no, gotta bring the camera. If my thing will focus. There are little stress marks all on that because, see, I'm gonna have to unfocus real quickly. Whoop. If you can see, it doesn't push down all the way. So when I put it in, it pushes it forward. So I'm always kind of iffy about that. Take the other gun off. When you take the guns off, like, what is it? It's like a folded pair of trousers. Anyway. So, now to go over the transformation. Give me a second. I'm going to move my chair. Oh, no. I dropped my my collarbone. Anyway. So, first thing you want to do, you're going to want to open up these side panels. And then you are going to unpeg the crotch bit and fold it out. You will then unpeg the feet and fold them up. Then you will fold in the side panels and make a pair of trousers. So then you can reenact that one thing. Was my thing focused? Focus. Just focus. You can reenact that one thing from the IDW thing where he got chopped in half. Okay, so top part. Fold back the wings, fold out the arms, spin the lower arms around, fold out the hands, fold up this piece, fold in the side parts, fold down the head, chest and head, and then peg it on to the bottom. And there we go. There is Skytread in his mighty robot form. I'm not sure if my thing is focusing or not. Focus. Anyway, here he is in his mighty robot form. And yeah, it's a pretty cool little robot man. Very bland looking, very dark colors. He has brown legs with some gold accents and some withering on the feet and lower legs, or calves. He has some brown and gold details on the arms. He has a blue accented thing on the chest. Which now that I think about it, since that becomes a chest, do you think maybe in that like glass compartment, maybe that's a spark? Maybe that's why it's very garishly blue. Has some gold accents with a very dark maroon red. I'm not even sure if it's maroon. Really dark red, brownish red torso, with gold accents on the wings, brown head, silver face, and a red visor. But you probably can't tell that because my lighting is awful. I'm gonna get a new light next video, I promise. I think. Okay, now onto the articulation. Siege created some of the best articulation in the entire Transformers franchise, even rivaling some masterpiece figures. I'm looking at you, insert masterpiece figure that has bad articulation here. You know who you are. Anyway, he has I think that's a ball joint? Maybe. I know it turns. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's a ball joint. He has a ball joint at the head. Goes wiggly waggly. He can go out, go a full 360. His calf can do that. His elbow can go down, and his wrists can't swivel. That's okay, because we didn't have that back in the day. He's got a waist swivel that is implemented by his mermaid tail back here. He has a hip that can go up that far, out that far, and if you go past the mermaid tail, it can go back pretty far. He has knees, ankle tilt, and foot forward movement. His weapons, he has a red, dark brownish red gun with a gold accents. With a gold accents. That makes no sense. I know words. With gold accents all throughout. He also has a smaller gun. Keyword smaller, so it's different. Smaller gun with gold accents, and they are used to combine and make one big gun. I don't know what the point of this is, but hey, it's something you can do. The Siege figures are also loaded up to the brim with weapon ports. Like there's one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. Some on the bottom of his feet too. So that you can add as many guns as you possibly can. Which I find is hilarious. Like imagine like he just goes up to somebody like I don't know, like Brawl? No, not Brawl. Brawn, somebody like that. The purple guy that came with the Triptychon. And he's just like, hey, can I borrow your legs? And he's like, no. And he just rips off his legs and turns them into a shotgun. I swear I'm sane. I swear I'm swear I swear I'm sane. Okay. It's not that good of a figure to start on. Actually, it almost turned me off on this whole series as a whole. But I got him with Cog. I just opened this guy up first. He's okay. Not too good, but he's still pretty good. I like him. He's good. Next up is... Oh, no. Oh, no. No. This has to be a mistake. No. Okay. I guess I have to do it. This is Cog. This is a great late Titans Return figure. You can't lie to me. We all know Hasbro was going to throw this in with Fort Max, but they just didn't. And then they felt bad, and then they probably just released him into the line. This figure is okay. It's not a great figure. The robot mode is pretty cool. I think it kind of looks cool. His arms are really short, but I'll get to that when I get to the robot mode. Sadly, though, we have to deal with this piece of crap of an alt mode. Okay. He's literally just like a bus with a boatload of guns added to it, and I'll never let you unsee that. Give me a second. Let me fix his legs. His legs are all messed up. Okay. It splits into two, nothing don't matter. But they do have individual names in the series. Like, they're supposed to pop apart. They have individual names, but I am too lazy to check the TF Wiki today. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning when I'm filming this, and I just have nothing to do, and I cannot sleep, and I need to get this video out. So, yes. I also chugged some coffee, so I could wake up and get this done. Because I've been wanting to do this for 2 months. But then I took a break, and then my account got erased because my dad updated everything, and then I had all of the family's computers and iPads and cameras and phones and such, and I had to look through my thing and find all my passwords. And okay, I'll make a separate video on this. This is a poor excuse for I'll just go for this one. This is a poor excuse for, I don't even know what this is supposed to be. This is just some pants. That's what this is. This is pants with some treads. That is so just bad. This is so crappy. Like, this is not a car. This is a pair of trousers that you buy at your local, I don't know, Goodwill. It has some red paint apps, some treads, some wheels. Wool's okay. But personally, I don't care. Go die in a ditch. This one's okay. But this one is very much just a guy lying down with arms on his nipples. Yeah, okay. Let's just go on to the robot mode so I don't lose my dang mind. Okay. I'm probably going to do a separate review for this guy because he has so much to do, but I'm not going to go over them. I'm going to just have a whole entire separate video of all the different modes and weapons you can make out of him. But I'm just not going, like, I might, do one per day thing, like, after this video. But I just cannot. I'm not going to go through all that. Like I said, it's like 1 in the morning. So, let's do this. Okay, transformation. It's very simple. Rip off his arms. Plug it into the sides. And then flip up the head. Okay, we're done with this part. Now, this is really complicated. Might be more complicated than MP36. I promise you, your hands will hurt, and don't let your children buy this. This is so difficult. Okay. We'll have to unpeg these and flip this up. It's such an intuitive and brilliant transformation. And children, avert your eyes, because your brain might explode from how much information you just got from that. intense 1 hour transformation. It's probably gonna that transformation probably took up 3/4 of the runtime. Enough with the jokes out. This transformation is dumb. It's pretty much just him lying down, and then you connect it, and boom, there he is. I can't be the only one that thinks that this guy looks like Ultra Magnus to a T, right? Like silver, blue, red, like American colors, has freaking tower shoulders, has the sort of Optimus Prime looking face, kind of has like that weird like truck thing going on with the chest, if you can see that. Maybe I'm just crazy. Look, I can't be the only one, right? And also, wheels on the side of the leg. Like, come on. Okay, let's go through all of the details. On the legs, he has some red paint apps and some pegs. He has some nicely molded treads there. He has some caps with some painted blue wheels. He has nicely painted silver chest pieces. Are they painted? Yeah, they're painted. On this one, this piece, and this piece. He has blue molded arms with red accents and some silver tatter, which is barely there. They really just should have gave up. And yeah, I think that's really all that I care about to show with this. I feel like this was just such a... Don't get me wrong, it has all of the siege detail and the siege articulation, not really. But, like, it just really feels like it came from, like, the Prime Wars trilogy. Like, it doesn't feel as on par. Like, it's still, like, it's loose. Like, it just feels like it's about to crumble to bits. And none of my other siege figures do that, besides, Brawl, which I had to fix. I bought so many Brawls. I mean, Brawls? I can't get his name right, but hey, let's just do the articulation. Arms can do a full 360. If you move this out, his arms can go out that far. His elbows could go in a little bit over 90 degrees. His head can do a full rotation. If you cheat the transformation, he could look up, like way up. Chicken! His legs could go out that far, front that far, and back that far. His knees can do this. If you cheat that with the transformation joint, he has a heel, and I think he has a waist. I haven't played with this figure in a while, so... Does he have yeah, he has a waist! I didn't know that. That's really cool. Not really. He comes with these two black guns, but does he really need them? He's made from guns. Okay. Now we move on. That was weird. Now we move on to where the figures get from decent to good. Now we go on to the true bread and butter of those 2 days. Because a day after I got those guys, since I got Cog, I felt obligated. I needed to get Sideswipe. And I needed to run some errands, so I went to Walmart, and they just happened to have only Sideswipes. So, I don't know what that noise was. So yeah, this figure is fantastic. Like, this is a barely cyberized Lamborghini, but I'm okay with that. That is just, I don't care. This is such a good vehicle mode. Like, it's just so good. It looks like, oh no, my camera fell. Edit that out of the video. Can you do that? No, you're not gonna do that, are you? Well, I hate you for it. Anyway, this is one heck of a figure. The vehicle is great. The wheels have silver paint apps. There is is it red on black or black on red? Okay, so there's some black and red paint apps on these red panels, which is great. The front end just looks so good. There was some painting on here. There's nothing on the back, but I'll probably do that later when I have more time. And yeah, this vehicle is great. Nice big Autobot symbol there. Now on to the transformation. Transformation, simple enough. It's kind of basic. That's how Sideswipe is. Fold out the doors, open up the arms, fold out the arms, flip out the hands, flip up the couch piece, open up the bottoms of the car, flip down the legs, spin the waist around, flip down the feet, get out, there you go. Flip out the feet, unpeg the legs, close the legs, close the panels, flip out the doors, flip in the doors, and flip down the chest. And now we have one of the best Sideswipe figures I have ever seen. Like, this is one dang good figure. This is one fantastic, this is a fantastic figure. The paint apps, there was some scuffing on the top of the crotch, not the bottom, because that makes no sense. Because, that makes sense. I'm contradicting myself. What is wrong with me? Silver feet, which are a little scuffed, and some scuffing on the legs. They really, it's either go all in or, don't do anything. Just choose. Anyway. Yeah. Now on to articulation. He has a ball joint at the head. Do a little bit wiggly aggly. Aggly? What the heck is an aggly? His arm can go out that far. It can do a full 360. His arm can bend about 90 degrees. And his wrist can do that if you count that as articulation. His torso can do a full spin. Can go in and out. And go out. Can also do knees. And a tilt. That's pretty good for the Transformers War for Cybertron figures. For accessories, he has this his shoulder gun, which they only gave him his shoulder gun. That is crap. They should give him a sword or something, considering his name is Sideswipe. And yeah, that's about it. What the frick is that? Anyway, that's about it. You can plug it into his shoulder, make him look way better, and yeah. Next up is one of my favorite figures in the whole line, Reggie. Oh no, he went off screen there. This is one mighty tank, and it's a tank. What more do you want from him? It's a tank. It's a tank. Anyway, he has some lovely paint apps all through here. I'll just give a second. I'm just going to give you the good old rundown. See all the paint apps. Okay, now it can do. It can roll. Does good with that, and it can move around. Now we can go on to the transformation. What the frick did I just say? Anyway, first thing we want to do is unpeg the front gun, flip this whole assembly down, unpeg it, and then put it over the gun, and then peg it back in. Now throw this to the side because you'll never need that again. Now we have this assembly. So what you're going to want to do is go to the bottom, unpeg the hips, slide out the legs, do some weird motion that gets it out, peg in the feet, and then flip out the heels. Do it on the other side, do some magic. Oh no, it's stuck. It's way tighter than on the other one. So now you basically have the legs all done. Now we just need to get the top part. Okay. Now we are going to need to pull all of this up. Unpeg the arms. flip them around, flip out the hands, flip this down, flip it down these little things on the sides, open up the top, flip that down, fold in the top, the treads, and then fold it down, and then position the head a little bit, and now it's Megatron time, boys. This is not really, it's not perfect. His chest is a little too wide, but besides that, this is a dang good figure. Not masterpiece level quality, as some people may say it. It's just good. It's a good figure. Good articulation. Oh yeah, articulation. Paint apps, it's doing okay. Not too bad. He's got the mighty ion cannon. Paint apps, it's fine. Not too bad. Articulation wise, his head is on a very loose ball joint, very loose. His arms could go out that far and go a full 360. His arms could go about 90, and his hands don't really do anything. This one's really loose. Legit, look at this. I'll fix that later. He can spin his ion cannon around, and you can take it off if you want. He can move his waist if you want that. Go out. His legs can go out. They can swivel. They can go out that far and back that far. Thanks, backpack. He can do a knee, and his ankles are very loose. You really don't need those. So yeah, he's a good figure. Has his sword. Nobody wants that. And now we go to the next one up. You might be thinking, oh my gosh, is it time for Optimus Prime? Is it time for... you're still here. Get out of here. Is it time for Optimus Prime? The greatest hero of all time? No, it's time for Hound. I really did get Optimus at, like, the very last minute. Actually, I need to tell you a story about Optimus when I get past all of the rest of this, because I know words. When I finish up Hound, and then we can do the rankings. So, the paint apps is really good. Looks like a military car, even though it's not supposed to be. But shh. We don't need to talk about that. Just shut up. The vehicle looks very good. The paint apps are really nice. I'll just go through slowly for y'all. I don't know why I just said y'all. I'm a cowboy now. I'm from Texas. There's also some paint apps on the wheels, which, by the way, painting on the wheels, that has never happened outside of before Siege. At least I don't remember it. Don't at me. I swear if you at me, I will eat you. If you at me. Anyway, so onto the transformation. Unpeg the back, unpeg the front wheels, flip down this whole assembly, unpeg these, flip down the wheels up and in, flip down the foot, flip up the foot, do the same thing on the other side, flip out the arms, position them in the correct manner, flip down the chest, peg the arms in, flip down the backpack, and then peg it into the back, which we'll never do. Now we are in this, oh my god, this robot mode. It's so almost good. It's so almost perfect. It's making me lose my mind. Okay, on the paint apps, as we always do. Got some scuffing on the legs, some paint apps, yellow and red paint apps on the legs. Has some stars on him, because he's from America. Magazine, shotgun magazines. That's what we got here. The British don't got anything cool. They don't got any cool magazines. Don't talk about the Ninjago magazines. Stinky. I'll edit that out. A cat walked in the room. Anyway. So now, because, articulation-wise, his head is on a ball joint. Be careful for all of those who have the, the Netflix version, their head might pop off. Beware of that. Beware of that. I'm just saying, beware of that. We're at the half-hour point now, so it can only go uphill from here. Probably not. Okay, so his arms could go. Oh no, his arms could go out. They could do a full spinny. He can do about a 90, maybe a little bit over. And now the first figure that has a wrist swivel. Yes. Beautiful. Took him a while, but they did it. His legs could go out that far, back that far. That's good back. His knees can go in by a lot, and if you go them out to the side, they can go in even further. He has toe articulation, all of those foot fetishes out there. And he has a ankle tilt. Oh no, that popped out. So yeah, this articulation is fantastic. The stuff that he comes with his, I think this is his hologram gun, the one that's on his shoulder. Just pop that in. There we go. He also comes with this gun, which, by the way, this is the best gun for one reason and one reason alone. It has a detachable magazine. What other figure outside of G.I. Joe has a detachable... Oh, no, he fell. Has a detachable, ever-loving magazine. That's so cool. It really emphasizes that even though he came from a foreign planet, he is full-on American. I have no idea why I just made that joke. Okay, now that we've gone through every figure in the first line, not counting Battle Masters or Micromasters, we can finally get to 35th Anniversary Prime. Okay, so funny story. I just finished up Power of the Primes, and I thought that I'd be done with Transformers for a while. I thought that was it. That was going to be the end. That I was done with Transformers, because I got almost every single figure. I got almost every character from the original show. Well, not the original show, but from the original toy line. Because Power of the Primes is weird. And when I saw the first wave of Siege, I was not that impressed. Because I just felt like we were going through the motions again. Like, we already did this before. We already did all these characters. And then I looked online on the TF Wiki source, because I have nothing else to do on my Wednesdays. And I saw the product images for Siege Soundwave. And I lost my mind. That figure I thought it looked so good that it lit a spark in me. It lit a little fire under my lazy butthole. That was disgusting. Under my lazy buttocks. I think that's a scientific word. To get back up and get some of these figures to go inside with that Siege Soundwave. I just thought it looked so good, and I was a little disappointed because it didn't come with Laserbeak and Ravage, but you know, Hasbro just loves that money, that moolah. So I didn't get the original Optimus Prime because when I got back into Transformers, he was gone. I could not find him anywhere, and I still can't find him anywhere. For a decent price, that is. I've been eyeing this one eBay user who looks like he's selling them for $60. So I think I might have to get him. I might have to get it from him. Anyway, let's get on to Transformers Siege 35th Anniversary Optimus Prime with Shell Shaded Edition, or I would call him Transformers Optimus Prime 35th Anniversary Devastation Edition. Anyone else remember that game? That came out only a few years ago, but everyone kind of forgot about? I do. It was a good game. Anyway, so now it's time to go on to the final, and in my opinion, one of the best figures, Siege Optimus Prime. Okay. Paint apps, he has a beautiful cell shading. It looks like the vehicle. It doesn't look 100% like the original truck. I just kind of wish they did this to the Earthrise truck. So, like, for the 36th anniversary, maybe? Like, give it the shell shading, so then I could gradually say that I have the Transformers Devastation Optimus Prime. But this will do for now. This goes great next to Devastator, by the way. Don't have the Megatron, though. I think it's poopy. Anyway. He has beautiful shell shading. Looks exactly like the cartoon, but if the room is dark enough, it looks more like camouflage than anything. Like, sometimes shell shading just looks so, like, poopy that it looks like camouflage. I don't really get that vibe. Like, it just looks shiny to me. Even after I scuffed it up, like, I got some bruises and scuffs all over the thing. I still think it looks, like, shiny and brand new. And I have 2 of these. I got one of them from the store, and I ordered on Walmart.com a Red Alert figure. And for some reason, they gave me a 35th anniversary Prime, which, okay, I could probably customize that, and I'm probably going to customize it once I find where I put it among my boxes that I need to decompose with a flamethrower, that is. Anyway, so it just looks so clean, looks so good. I feel like the truck bed is a little long. I feel like it could have been shortened, like, ever so slightly. I feel like it's a little long compared to the cab, but that's okay. That's a very mild complaint. Oh no, it's bad again. I'll have to edit that out. You're gonna edit it out. If you do, editor, I swear, if you don't edit this out, I will give you some cookies. Dang it, now he's not gonna edit it out so I can give him some cookies. I'm too nice of a person. Anyway, so on to the transformation, that is. This is a little complicated, not gonna lie. So you're gonna want to open up the chest, the little matrix detail there. Open up these side parts. Flip down these side wheels. Open up these side gasket parts. Open up these things. Flip all of this up. Okay, then you're gonna want to pull out the arms. Flip these around and flip these down. Same thing on the other side. Flip the head up. Flip in the chest. Window chest. Flip in the wheels, which, by the way they made the wheels just flip in perfectly. Look, it just is so good. Like, it just looks so good. They did a great job with that. Now, go up, flip that down, unpeg the legs, flip them around, flip the wheels onto the other side. If you would do that, flip these hinges down, flip these around, and peg them in. Flip the leg things down, flip out the feet. This one figure almost took up 10 minutes of screen time just with the transformation. Flip the feet, flip those around, flip that around, peg it in. Do the peg thing now. Uh-oh. There we go. Position the arms in the correct manner. You're going to want to flip this part in, and then flip these parts in as well. Flip that in, and then put it on the back. And now we have maybe the best Optimus Prime figure I've ever seen. Well, at least one of the best. Oh, what am I saying? It's the best figure with the shell shading. With the shell shading, this single-handedly makes this one of the best and most, like, noticeably, like, shiny and cool-looking figures in my collection. And I don't know where his gun is. I'm sorry. I don't know where I put his Ion Blaster. I might have given it with Earthrise Prime, but he is way in the back of the shelf, and I don't want to go, and I don't want to knock everything over and have it be a big mess. Especially after Skylynx had a horrible fall accident. I'll fix him later. But I do have his Mighty Shield. He's not Captain America, though. Nice little cell shading detail on there. You could flip it out and make it a lollipop. Just kidding. Lazy Eyebrow already made that joke. You could flip out this blade right here. And then flip out this blade and then make it a battle axe. It's not his orange energy axe, but you know it'll do. It's the fact that he has one's cool enough. He has the same articulation as Hound from the last one. If you want me to go over it, yeah, I'll be a nice. I'll be a nice. I know words. And give you the articulation. His arms can go out that far, like that. His arm could go out that far and back that far. He has about over 90 degrees of elbow. He has wrist rotation. He has ball joint at the head. His leg could go out that far and back that far. He has really deep knees. And he has ankle tilts and foot and heel movement, if you count that. So yeah, that's his articulation. His paint apps just look great. All of it. This is a great figure. He's one of the best. He's in my top 3. Maybe even the top 2. I'll let you decide if he's number 1 or number 2. And I'm not even going to show you the second figure till maybe one of next week's videos. Okay. So now let's go on to the rankings. Okay, at the bottom, I think it's kind of obvious. It's gotta be Cog. I'm sorry. He's such his transformation thing, him becoming weapons for other figures. That's such a great idea. Like, I imagine it at like the progress stage of it being like a miracle of engineering. But it's just, it didn't turn out that good, and I feel like he was one of the worst of the weaponizers because of it. He goes great with Fort Max, even though my Fort Max is kind of in bits and I have to fix him. But his hips, his back and legs don't really tab in too well. They just fall out so much. And I just feel like if they would have tabbed in better and he would have stayed together better, I feel like he would probably be above Skytread. Maybe. Okay, next up is... It's gonna be Skytread. Don't get me wrong. It's an okay figure. Keyword being okay. The colors are not that good. He always just kind of blends in the background whenever he's on my shelf. And that's from the guy who thought he was funny when he became a pair of trousers in the IDW comics. I just popped my arm. That hurt. And, yeah, it's just the colors and the fact that nobody knows his character is just, he's not that good. He's not that good compared to the Siege. He's great compared to Prime Wars. So, yeah. Next up is going to have to be, I know this is going to be rough, but it's gotta be, in my opinion, it's gotta be Siege Megatron. I'm sorry, it just has to. There's so many just off things about him, like too many wobbly bits that just makes him so incredibly it just takes me out of the figure. It always makes him like wobbly. Like, don't get me wrong, he's my favorite Megatron figure that I have. Mainly because he's the most accurate and he's always going to be my default Megatron. Like the Headmaster one, he would always be like the Headmaster version. The Fall of Cybertron going to be short and stocky version. Galvatron just being Galvatron. But like this great figure, but still, he's spot on look wise, but just feel wise, a little too fiddly, just a little bit. Now, next one up is Sideswipe. This is a pretty good figure. It's not that bad. He is really good. It's just, I feel like this white plastic here is really just not crisp, and it's very dry, and it feels very brittle. And I won't be surprised if it becomes the next gold plastic syndrome, because it just feels so brittle. And I had to get a, well, not me. I've heard somewhere that I heard somewhere from someone. I forgot who it was at the moment. I think it was one of my friends. Say that the Sideswipe's like elbow broke. And that just kind of just I just had that thought in mind when I bought this. And I was he's a little iffy around the edges, but he's still an overall good figure. Next up is oh no, he fell. I was about to compliment on how well this guy stands. Is Siege Hound. This is so spot on. There's nothing wrong with this. He's so spot on. There's, like, his paint is great. The smudging is few and far between, and even then, it matches with the figure. The guns are great, and that's just the best gun in the entire Transformers toy line of any toy. So yeah, now, what is truly the best action figure of the Transformers Siege thing, in my own intellectual opinion? It's not what's the best, don't at me. I think this is kind of obvious. Siege Optimus Prime. This figure is so great that I bought 2 of him. Don't think, I know it was on accident, but like, I still keep them. I still kept the one that I bought on accident, and even though I don't know where he is anymore, I'm still planning on customizing him, maybe making him the battle damage version of my own liking. Maybe carve some scratches into him. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. It's been a great 2 years. My videos, they have never been that popular, and I know this, but I just want to say thanks to a couple of my friends and family members who helped me with some of these videos. I also want to thank some YouTubers for just making me laugh a lot during this pandemic, which was, last year was bad. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It was an awful year last year, and I just want to thank the Transformers community and YouTubers like the guy at the beginning of this video, Perspective End, and Thew Adams. He's great. There's a few others, but there's too many to list right now, so I might just like go through in the next week of videos, on this week's videos, go through and be like, hey, thank you to TF Fanpage 101 for making me laugh during this pandemic, and also bringing awareness to autism, which needs more awareness in life, because it is important. So yeah. Thank you for all of the fun, and happy And happy 2-year anniversary to Wheeljack and TechWiz Productions. Bye.